Flipping cars till I can afford a supercar. That's right, I'm flipping cars till I can afford a supercar. So far, we flipped 6 cars. We've got a total profit of over 15 grand right now. And what you're looking at right here is flip car number... Flip car number 7. This is a 2016 Hyundai Elantra. It's got 111,000 kilometers on it. It's got a 6-speed manual transmission. I got this thing for a smoking deal. I almost feel bad about how cheap I got this car. I don't, but I almost do. And all I was told was there was a clutch issue. So I thought, worst case scenario, it needs a full clutch job, no big deal. Best case scenario, just needs a slave cylinder or something small. So here's the listing. 2016 Hyundai Elantra, standard, runs great, 111,000 kilometers, highway driven. There's a problem with the clutch, which is reflected in the price, must be told at your own expense. No problemo for me. But you never seen someone get so excited over an Elantra. Oh my god, the rockers are even good. We don't need to do the rockers on this one. Clutch pedal goes into the firewall. See it dripping? So whatever that is, I'm gonna have to get. Now I'm at my favorite store, the scrap yard. Yes, sir. So anyway, I got my good clothes on and I'm ratting. So the wife is probably gonna kill me when I get home, but we got some parts. So as you've seen in those little clips there, got this home, I put it on the ramp, and we found there was fluid leaking from the clutch master cylinder into the car. And we ended up getting one at the scrapyard for only 13 bucks too. And I think we're going to sell this car for the biggest profit yet. Before we get it in the shop, I got to fix this flat tire. These tires are in horrible shape, so I am going to have to get a set of tires for it, but I already have a solution for that. Shout out to Auxito for sending me out this mobile booster pack and compressor all in one. Let's pump up this tire and get her in the shop. Check them out, link is in the description. So the clutch pedal is stuck completely to the firewall. I have no clutch pedal at all, I can't disengage the clutch, but what I can do is start her up in gear. Let's get this thing up on the ramp now, see what it needs, and order some more parts. So right off the bat, the check engine light is on. We're gonna have to check that out. This one is definitely another seats out interior detail. She's pretty dirty. There's an aftermarket backup camera on right here, and there is no camera in the car, so I'm probably just gonna take this off. We got a spare tire. We got some tools over there. I think we're missing some tools though. So we just come back to the back seat here. This seat belt is completely torn or something. I don't know how that happened, but we're gonna have to get a seat belt. The mirror here is taped and screwed together. It's actually cracked down here as well, so I'm gonna have to get a mirror. We're gonna need 4 tires because they're absolutely shot. So we got these stupid aftermarket lug nuts on here. Hopefully the key is actually in the car. Not in there. Oh. We got our key. Look at the change. Cha-ching, baby. We're just going to go ahead and do an oil change here while we're at it. Let's just check here now and see what that engine light is on. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. Okay, so I got a P0172 and a P2188. System 2 rich bank 1. And system 2 rich at idle, bank 1. I'm probably going to have to get a bank 1 upstream oxygen sensor for this car. Let's just give the suspension a little shake. Tight, 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 and tight. Let's go the rest of the way up. Check our sway bar links, ball joints. You know, this thing is actually in really good shape. Front brakes, shot. Rear brakes, shot. All the rear suspension, the springs and the shocks, they look to be in really good shape. This control arm bushing is completely shot, but the shocks on both sides, the sway bar links on both sides are good. I also just noticed there's vent visors on this side, but not on this side. So instead of trying to find 2 vent visors, I'm just going to take these off. So right here is my list of repairs. Now I'm just joking, it's not that much. Here is my actual list of repairs. It is a fine bit though. So I'm just going to run these off as fast as I can. Clutch master cylinder, engine light, probably oxygen sensor. Needs a big detail job. I got to remove that backup camera. Missing spare tire tools. Right rear seat belt, the right side mirror. 4 tires, oil change, front pads and rotors, rear pads and rotors. 2 front control arms because the bushings are separated. I figured it's just worth me to go on and get 2 full new control arms. And I'm going to remove those vent visors. I just love all that for me. So hold on tight. We got a lot of work to do, and we're going to get through this pretty quick. So drop a comment, let me know how much profit you think we're going to make on this car. I paid $1,600 for it. I got to do all these repairs. What do you think we're going to make? Let me know. Alright, so I got my brake parts and my suspension parts ordered. I've got that clutch master cylinder from the scrapyard. But I still need my tires, a mirror, a seat belt, and some of those missing spare tire tools. Now if you remember earlier, I told you I had a solution. So this is my solution. We got a new parts car. So if you look down there, that's my old parts car. I've robbed enough parts off it now, it's pretty well useless. I just got to finish scrapping it and getting rid of it. And I just picked up this parts car, 118,000 on the car, only 40k on a new engine replaced by the dealer. I did call the dealer and confirmed it. It's got excellent tires on it and all the other parts we need to get this car buttoned up. And I only paid $400 for that. And if you're wondering why we're parting this one out, it's completely rotted out underneath. So enjoy this quick time lapse while I get some parts off. Alright, it's the next day. Got all of our parts off the car. As you can tell, yesterday I had shorts and a t-shirt on and I was sweating my balls off. Today, it's cold. Welcome to life next to the Atlantic Ocean. Anyway, here's some extras I found in the car while I was taking those parts off. Half a bottle windshield wash. We got a small armor all and a not so small armor all. We got this tire pump. I don't know if it works or not. We got this sick little freaking license plate with 2 deer on it. We just got our parts delivered that we ordered online. What we have here are 2 control arms, front pads and rotors, rear pads and rotors. We got an oxygen sensor. We got our scrapyard clutch master cylinder. Over on this side, off of the parts car, we got 4 of our tires. We got our mirror. We got that seat belt. And right here, we got our spare tire tools. As far as I'm concerned, just with these parts I got here, that parts car is well paid for. Everything else out of that is just bonus. So I'm into all these parts right here for $400. And I'm into all these parts I ordered online for just about $500. Now I just got to put all these parts on. I just love that for me. $1,600 into the car, $400 for that parts car, and $500 in parts that I ordered online. So that leaves me so far with about $2,500 into this little car, which is great. This is a 2016 with low kilometers. This is still worth a fine chunk of change when it's done. Alright, so we're going to jump right into the repairs. Our first repair is going to be this clutch master cylinder. Now that little bugger is all the way back there in the firewall, so I'm going to have to remove my air box, my battery, and my computer. This should be a pretty simple job. I should have this done in less than an hour. So if you take a peek right in there where that hard line is going in, that's the part we got to replace. Okay, so down here you got a little clip, you got a little tiny washer, and that master cylinder just slides off the clutch pedal. Ugh. Also, the spare tire is getting a little too big. So now I just got to reach down here, and I got to turn this, and wiggle it. And this thing pops right out. They look identical. You can actually see here where this shaft is so wet, where this was actually leaking. So anyway, let's chuck this one in the garbage. Let's get this one put in there. And with a little bit of YouTube magic, this is all back together. All done. Now I just gotta wait for my wife to come out. She gotta pump up the clutch and I gotta bleed it. And I'm pretty certain that's gonna fix our clutch issue. This is the all-in-there from the future, and this is not going to fix our clutch issue. So the wife is not home yet. She'll be here in about an hour's time. So while I'm waiting, I'm going to go ahead and replace this oxygen sensor. That is what you call a knuckle buster. I just love smashing my knuckles into the engine. Just feels so nice. So let's put her in and see how it goes. Click, click. I'm still waiting on the wife, so let's go ahead with another small job now. Change the oil. So I'm gonna go ahead now, I'm gonna drain all this oil out. I'm gonna get it into this empty can. Oh! 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 Or I'm not gonna get it in this empty can. Oh! Jumping, jumping, jumping. I just love making a mess on my floor. I got the best oil filter that $5 can buy. We're gonna lube up the rubber ring and throw her on. So I'm just gonna reach into my shelf here and grab whatever 520 I got lying around. So I got about 2 liters here, and I got a good 3 liters right here. 2 of these are 520. These have already been paid for by the previous flip cars, so this is almost a free oil change. That should be just about 4 liters. And this thing is stone dead, of course. So not only does this little unit from Auxito pump up tires, you can also boost your vehicle with it. Alright, she's been running now for about a minute. So just flick her off. I will put that battery on charge, don't worry. Perfect. We got boxes. There's the brake pumper. I'm gonna get in the car is absolutely rotten, so I gotta pump up the clutch and I gotta bleed it. Alright, the wife is up in the air. She's gonna pump her up. Pump. Hold her down. Oh yeah, there we go. The wife just noticed the seat belt is also broke on the front of the passenger side, which I didn't notice.
That's why you got me.
So all that time while we were bleeding, we were just getting the air out, this slave cylinder wasn't moving at all. Now we're starting to get a bit of pedal pressure. You can see the slave cylinder is moving back and forth perfectly. Well done. We got all of our work done in the engine compartment. Next, we're going to go ahead with the brake work and suspension work. After that, we're going to move into the interior. Well, out with the old and in with the new. Now let's do the brakes. Yeah! Another one. Yes, sir. Another one. Yes, sir. Another one. Brakes are done.
Another one. Another one. Another one.
All of our brake work and suspension work is now done. I'm going to put the car down, I'm going to torque up the wheels, I'll go for a quick test drive, make sure everything is best kind. Then we got to tackle all the interior parts. So I just got back from my test drive, and this thing is all over the road. It's coming and going. So here's how bad this wheel arm is, just listen. I'm barely moving the wheel, and she's screeching. The steering wheel is straight in the car right now. I don't know how well you can see this, but if you look at that tire, it is not straight. So this thing is definitely going to need a wheel alignment. I don't know if that's something that I done when I replaced those control arms. I don't think so, because I've replaced control arms before and never had that issue. Or if that issue was there when I bought the car, I just didn't know it because I couldn't road test it. One seat. 2 seats. move along the center console. Boom! Bunch of rat feces. There's some like nuts or acorns or whatever that is.
Don't have to do the rockers, but what would you rather be doing?
This turned into a huge detail job, a complete interior got out. It was a lot more work than we initially expected. And this is no hate towards the people we bought the car from. I mean, they probably didn't know there was mice or something infested in this car at one point in time, but this is absolutely the dirtiest car that we ever bought to flip. So we carried on. We pressure washed the carpets, the mats, even the trunk liner. I replaced the seat belts. First started with the back, then went to the front. Now I just gotta put all of this shit back together. I just love that for me. The next day, I spent the entire morning putting all the interior trim pieces back together, completing the seat belt jobs, getting the seats put back in, the center console, the shifter. This entire detail job took about 3 days on and off. But as you'll see soon, this detail job was the least of my worries. Let's just check our cabin filter while we're here. And would you look at that? Wow. I guess we just found out where the mouse came in. I got a couple of parts cars out there, so let's haul the cabin filter and this and one of those parts cars. Hopefully it's the same. This is our old one. This is the one out of the parts car. Looks to be identical. This is the cabin filter that come out of the parts car. Yeah, I know they're not that expensive and I should get a new one, but I'm about an hour away from any part stores. So next time I go to town, I'll get a new one. But for right now, I'll just chuck this one in here. So here she is. We went from fingernails, frogs, chips, hair, even toilet paper. And let's not forget those mouse turds, to this clean, nice little, respectable looking car. Is it a perfect job? Absolutely not. But it's definitely way better than it was before. Now I gotta finish this flip and get it up for sale. Well, things just took a turn for the worse. I just drove up through town, got an appointment for a wheel alignment. I was supposed to be back there in 1 hour. I came back home, I parked the car right there, jumped back in almost an hour later, started it up, and the clutch pedal was rock hard. So me being the dumbass that I am, decided to press the clutch pedal even harder and snap the shaft on the clutch master cylinder. So yeah, the clutch pedal and that master cylinder that I just replaced are no longer connected. So then I grabbed the keys, I put the car in first gear and started it. And if you notice, we aren't moving. And yes, I'm still in first gear. And I noticed that weird noise when the car is running. I just love that for me. We were so close too. All I had to do was to paint that mirror. There was either something wrong with the pressure plate, the throw-up bearing, or the clutch itself. Next episode, you're going to see me drop the transmission out of that car. I don't love this for me. I guess there was a reason why that first clutch master cylinder was blowing out and leaking. Attempt number 7 was supposed to be lucky. This flip has turned into a disaster. But that does happen every now and then. No good to cry over spilt milk or a broken clutch. Please comment, please like, and please subscribe.